Hi guys, Kim here of YugaTech, and we are in Malaysia for the launch of the new Samsung Galaxy A7 and A9. And now we are bringing you our hands-on of the Galaxy A7. But if you're new here, drop a like, subscribe, and show some love in the comments down below. Without any further ado, let's jump into it. So the Samsung Galaxy A7 is the company's first triple camera smartphone that actually falls into mid-range category. It's a very stylish phone that definitely has flagship level design. Since it has 3 rear cameras, the easiest comparison you can make based on looks is with the Huawei P20 Pro. So up front, we have a 6-inch Super AMOLED Infinity display running at 1080p. It doesn't have a notch. The top and bottom bezels are fairly thin, and the corners are curved. It's fairly bright, enough to use outdoors at maximum brightness, and the colors are really good, which we can expect from a Samsung OLED-based display. It's also protected by 2.5D glass, so we're pretty much golden here. Above the display, we have the call speaker, sensors, and of course, the 24-megapixel f2.0 front-facing camera. On the left side, we have a card tray that can support 2 nano SIM cards and a micro SD card up to 512 gigabytes. On the right, we have a volume button and a power button that doubles as a fingerprint scanner. The phone is quite tall, but the power button is just at the right height, so your thumb can easily reach it to activate the fingerprint scanner. It still does take some time getting used to though, since the button is slightly recessed into the body. You can also swipe down on it to bring down your notifications. We don't recommend it if you like having your finger near the power button, as it's easy to accidentally trigger it. Another thing we do like though is that you can easily bring up the camera by double tapping the power button. And finally at the back, we have an elegant glossy finish that would steal the whole show if it weren't for the 24-megapixel, 8-megapixel, and 5-megapixel rear-facing cameras. Unlike the P20 Pro, which has a telephoto camera as its secondary sensor, the Galaxy A7's 8-megapixel camera is the opposite. It's a 120-degree ultra-wide lens that you can use for more scenic landscape-type shots. The 24-megapixel sensor serves as the main camera, and the 5-megapixel one is used for depth for portrait mode. So looking at the camera app, the auto mode has options to select either the main or wide cameras. And a cool thing here is that we get a floating camera button, which is kind of like assistive touch, meaning you can put the shutter button anywhere you want on the screen. I mean, this is such a little thing, but you start to wonder why this isn't more common in other phones. It's actually pretty neat. We also have a scene optimizer, which is basically AI scene detection that applies certain settings based on the environment. There's also beauty mode that's kinda like OPPO and Vivo's AI Face Beauty, but also includes some pro lighting effects. Smart beauty mode is also present, where you can adjust your skin, face shape, and eyes. Here are some sample shots we took for now. We're only taking a quick look at these now, so you guys will have to wait for a review for a full evaluation of the camera. The shots are pretty good, and the way the scene optimizer handles low light is actually very impressive. With a portrait mode or live focus mode, you can change how much blur there is, and also change the focal point. The Samsung AR emoji makes an appearance here for some fun and wacky camera playtime, and we have slow motion and hyperlapse features for making some cool shots. For the front camera, it has a face unlock capability for security, which honestly isn't up to par. It's slow, and you're probably better off using the fingerprint scanner to unlock the phone. More about the software, we have this interesting special button that pops up when you're playing games. From here, you have quick access to the function of your choice. Like in our case, we have it set to screen record the game. And now, I'm gonna briefly run down some other cool software features. We have one-handed mode, which you can activate with a gesture, swiping diagonally from the bottom corner, or simply tapping the home button 3 times. Device Assistant app, which can analyze text on screen for translation, analyze images, and also bring up either a search bar or Google Lens. Like Google Assistant, you can activate this by holding down on the home button. Multi-windows for multitasking, the usual kind that we find in a lot of big screen phones. And we also have palm swipe to capture, direct call, smart alert, easy mute, swipe to call or send message, dual messenger, and direct share. Finally, we also have a device maintenance app that optimizes your phones. It closes unnecessary apps, background processes, and clears out the junk for better performance. Now powering all of this is the Exynos 7885 octa-core processor running at 2.2 GHz, Mali G71 MP2 GPU, 4GB of RAM, and 64GB of storage. We're gonna be testing this phone out in full in our review after we spend some more time with it. It's coming to the Philippines on October 27 and will be priced at 17,990 pesos. What do you guys think about the new Samsung Galaxy A7? Let us know in the comments down below. As always, if you like this video, you know where the thumbs up button is. Consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for more content. Don't forget to hit that bell icon to be notified of our future uploads. And be sure to visit YugaTech.com for the latest tech news and reviews. Once again, this is Kim, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!